Good afternoon, everyone, and happy Tuesday. I'm Meteorologist Aaron White here for another edition of our 10 Weather Impact Show.
And I'm Breana Albizu. Boy,
Hello.
Aaron, these temperatures are feeling
Right.
really good outside. I'm so happy. I know a lot of people are too, I'm sure.
Oh, especially after some of the heat and humidity. We even had a little bit of it last week. We got close to the low 90s. We had the humidity, of course. It's nice to have a break here. And even just for several days, really, the whole week, it's going to look nice.
I don't even want to think about those hot temperatures or the humidity. We've moved past.
Yeah.
Technically, not really, though.
I don't think we're going to even see any more of that, at least for some time. I mean, it can still happen in September, of course, but right now the extended forecast that we have for the next 7 days is looking good, getting closer to 80 degrees, but there's no 90s in the forecast. Not a lot of humidity as well, so
speaking my language.
all good things, right? All good things. We love that. So let's dive into the forecast here as we look back at this morning. I mean, look at those temperatures here as we were heading out the door earlier today. We were down in the 40s to lower 50s, a nice cool morning. Down to 51 in Columbus. We had 46 for a low in Delaware and Marysville, 46 in London, around 45 in Chillicothe, and 48 degrees there in Zanesville. Nice cool temperatures and likely going to see many more 40s here as we head into tomorrow morning. Now for the rest of today, we're starting to see some clouds building in here this afternoon, going for a partly to maybe mostly cloudy sky. We'll call it partly cloudy here for this afternoon. Temperatures around the low 70s. We'll get up to about 72 degrees here for today, and then later on temperatures will start to cool off pretty quickly. So by 10 p.m. and getting closer to the 11 o'clock news, we're going to be down in the low 60s, even upper 50s already, likely by 11 p.m. and we are heading down to the 40s once again for tonight. Clear skies are in the forecast later on, so clear skies, light winds, allowing our temperatures to cool off rather quickly here for tonight. Now, as we go through the rest of this afternoon, again, some scattered clouds are expected here, so we'll be kind of cloudy here at times, and then we'll get some sunshine, so kind of a little bit of back and forth here with the cloud cover and the sunshine. And you'll notice here by 4 o'clock, a couple blips showing up of green. Could see a passing shower, could have a few sprinkles. It's less than 20%, so most of us are going to dodge that, but don't be surprised if you're driving along or out for a walk and you get a couple sprinkles and then it passes in less than 5 minutes. So really nothing to worry about here for today. That'll clear out as we head into tonight, and then clear skies are in the forecast here overnight and more sunshine in the forecast looking ahead to your Wednesday. Really a nice day, picture perfect here with the temperatures back in the 70s here for tomorrow. Now for the rest of today, again, partly cloudy skies. Winds will be out of the northwest. They've been a little breezy here at times the last couple of days as that cold front came through, bringing in the cooler air out of the north and west, and we're keeping that flow out of the north and west here for today, 10 to 15 miles per hour, so a little breeze this afternoon, but hey, it feels nice out there. It's nice and cool, low humidity. Can't complain too much about that here for today, and even for tonight. Getting a little bit on the cooler side. Upper 40s here are in the forecast. Winds will be pretty light as well. And the thing to keep in mind, though, you may want to grab a light jacket here as we look ahead to the morning hours just for that time frame when temperatures are in the upper 40s. But hey, it still feels nice, and it's going to be really nice as we go through the day tomorrow. And really for the extended forecast, as we look ahead to the first few days of September, still tracking those below normal temperatures. Normal high for the 1st of September is about 82 degrees for Labor Day, and we'll likely see upper 70s, low 80s are possible, so we could get closer to 82 degrees here as we head into September. But really, what we are looking ahead to is a lot of 70s in the forecast and maybe getting back closer to 80 degrees as we get into next week. But for at least the next several days, we got 72 here for today, 74 on Wednesday and Thursday, and then still 70s right on into the weekend, tracking plenty of sunshine, a little bit of cloud cover here and there. Very low chances for any rainfall here through the 7-day forecast. Really one of the better chances is going to be today with those few passing showers, less than 20%. So it is likely that we are going to stay dry for the rest of August, and it's already been a pretty dry August overall. We've been well below normal. Wouldn't be surprised to see a little bit of an expansion in some of the drought conditions. It's at least abnormally dry here across some parts of Ohio. So we will have to watch for that as we get into our Thursday with the latest update here, as we really haven't seen a lot of rain for at least a little bit of time here. As we head into the weekend, though, tracking more sunshine, temperatures back in the mid to upper 70s, and then there you go. We are looking at 80 degrees here as we head into Monday of next week for Labor Day Monday here as we kick off September. Not a bad day. We got sunshine in the forecast, low 80s, but it does appear like as we head into the days after the 7-day forecast will be kind of around that temperature. I think upper 70s, low 80s. So really not bad. I mean, I don't see 90s anytime soon. So
I was going to say, I don't know if you know
right?
this about me, Aaron. 70s are like, that's my ideal like weather. Like
it's
70s,
perfect.
Partly cloudy, everything we're
Low
seeing
humidity.
right here, that's exactly what I like to see. So this is perfect weather for me.
Get
Definitely going to
outside.
take advantage to go outside.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I was thinking like I'm sure a lot of people are thinking about maybe going for some hikes now that we're starting to get those better conditions, getting out to maybe Hocking Hill, some of the state parks
take
around
the
the
kids
area.
Now, some dogs.
Yeah.
It's a good weather for all involved.
Yeah,
So.
and eventually, I mean, I think once we get into September, maybe the apple orchards.
Oh gosh.
That's going to be the
Pumpkin
thing.
Patches,
Pumpkin patches,
apple picking, you name it. I already got the list.
All the fun stuff. Ready for it.
Absolutely. Well, hey, we do have to talk about some hurricanes here.
Yeah.
Of course, last week was Hurricane Aaron. It was a big talker. And now we're learning the extent of some of the beach erosion along the East Coast. Nikki Dementri has the story.
Right now, Public Works has opened up a couple of our entrances.
Workers are busy in Strathmere Monday, days after Hurricane Aaron passed by offshore, but left behind this mess of beach erosion.
Every low tide, we can come out and harvest sand to create an access path or to shore up our dune system.
The mayor and beach patrol chief showed us the damage.
Right now, to be honest with you, it's not safe with all these cliffs and the drop-offs going to the beach.
They say Monday started with 12 entrances closed because of drop-offs like this, up to 8 feet in some places. The goal, well, it's to reopen as many access paths by Labor Day weekend.
I don't think anybody in Cape May County was actually prepared for the amount that Aaron brought. We knew it was going to be bad, but not this bad.
Leaders here in Strathmere say yes, there was some erosion before Hurricane Aaron turned hundreds of miles away from here. But the difference is she took an even bigger bite out of the shoreline. There's about an 8-foot drop here. Our team was in Strathmere last Wednesday, 24 hours before the greatest impacts of Hurricane Aaron were felt. The beach patrol here says the storm took with it several more feet in some spots. Leaders are now pushing for a solution to the issue.
The funding for the beaches is very important. We need, South Jersey economy needs funding, not just Strathmere, everybody.
The mayor is talking about beach replenishment projects. Officials say Strathmere is due for more funding in 2027, but with the state of the beaches currently, they're hoping the money comes sooner.
It's a problem throughout South Jersey. We're just one of many shore communities, but you know, Strathmere means the world to us, so we want to make sure that we take care of our little town.
On Tuesday, the mayor says he'll join other leaders from South Jersey towns in a meeting with Congressman Jeff Van Drew on the future of beach replenishment. In Strathmere, Nikki Dementri, CBS News, Philadelphia.
And pretty wild to see. I mean, not surprising to see that there was some erosion going on. It was talked about along the East Coast, not just there in New Jersey, but across the Carolinas and even further south, even into parts of Florida and Georgia, just because of how wide Hurricane Aaron became. Even though it stayed offshore, it just really kicked up those waves. We were watching it last week, and of course, that's what ended up happening with some of the erosion there in New Jersey.
Yeah, the impact still felt, even though it's not even closer to us.
Yeah, so thankfully that's all away. The tropics are at least quiet for right now, but we'll be watching things as we go into September as we get closer to the peak of hurricane season. And something we were watching the last couple of days, actually yesterday, this was a major dust storm that took place in Arizona, severe storms, and watch this time lapse. You can see the dust just rolling in. This whole dust storm rolling into the city of Phoenix. Provided this video from the city of Phoenix, and just dramatic video. And this actually led to trees getting knocked down, just the winds whipped up, causing extensive power outages and impacting some operations at Arizona's largest airport. The Phoenix Sky Harbor International Airport actually had to ground flights due to the severity of the storms and just all that dust that was really going on. As we continue just talking about the strong winds and the gusts, visibility actually was reduced from that, and there's a lot of lightning as well. And check out this other video. Commuters in Phoenix had to deal with the dust storm, of course, very poor visibility, and winds at one point nearby were clocked at 67 miles per hour. That was in Chandler, Arizona, according to the National Weather Service. So
wow.
Pretty
Different
dramatic
perspectives
there.
out there too, having the sky view shot, but also, I mean, looking at that driving in, that looks like an apocalyptic shot.
It does.
Right?
It really does. I mean, it's just like you're driving into this wall of dust and you can hardly see anything. So just dramatic. And I mean, it does happen out there, you know, Phoenix and much of Arizona, the Southwest, New Mexico area, not uncommon to see stuff like this, but still, if you're driving along and all of a sudden,
See, I like seeing those hazards right there.
Yeah,
Drivers like that. That's what you need to do.
Yep.
Yeah,
It looks like a lot of people have their hazards, so they're good. They're doing what they're supposed to be doing. So
just gonna make sure you're safe when it comes to that, because as we know, it can just kind of pop up out of nowhere, and yeah, that looks terrifying.
yeah, I mean, just watching that time lapse was just wild to see that video when it showed up, and all of a sudden you just see this wall of dust just roll in, and it's like, here we go.
Oh my
All
goodness,
right.
thankfully we don't have to deal with that. What we do want to focus on, though, something probably everyone's talking about right now, some
the
good
cooler
news
weather,
right here. Of course, cool weather, fall's coming. The fall favorite, pumpkin spice latte, it's actually officially back at Starbucks right now, marking the unofficial start to autumn for some. The PSL returned to Dunkin' Donuts last week, though. Now, the pumpkin spice latte isn't the only fall item on Starbucks' menu. Customers will also find pumpkin cream cold brew, iced pumpkin cream chai, and pecan crunch oat milk latte back on the menu, alongside a new pecan cortado and new Italian sausage egg bites there. All right, it's always the big question, Aaron.
Yeah.
Are we for the pumpkin spice or are we not?
I don't mind it. I mean, it's not, I don't want to say it's one of my go-to drinks, because I mean, I like some simpler coffee and stuff, but I'll get one here
I
and
feel
there.
like you definitely are a pumpkin spice guy with the orange tie
The
going on
orange,
here.
Yeah, going for the fall vibes here today.
I'm not really a pumpkin spice person, but
Okay.
I will say the pecan stuff sounds really interesting. I think that's kind of more
That
my
would
speed.
actually be really good.
That sounds really good. They have the oat milk like crunch, the pecan crunch oat milk latte. That sounds pretty good.
Worth trying it out. I wouldn't say the actual PSL, the latte, but I don't mind the cream, the pumpkin cream
Like
cold
the
foam,
actual
the
flavor with
cold
it?
brew and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, just a little bit of flavor, but nothing too over the top, I guess.
Yeah, well, it's back, so we
It's
got
back,
some time
so
to try
yeah,
it.
and it's it honestly timed out with the perfect weather
It
here
did
this week.
actually. I think a lot of people here,
Yeah.
especially in Central Ohio, are probably getting it right now.
Yeah, I mean, just talking about how temperatures have been just so cool and stuff. I mean, just not even here in Ohio, but across the Midwest, we got 40s this morning.
Yeah,
It kind of felt
crazy.
like fall. It feels
Yeah.
like fall still this afternoon. So
Go
I
get
don't know,
one.
Go get one. Yeah. Enjoy your day. Enjoy the nice weather here that we have through the week. Coming up later on tonight, Chief Meteorologist Jerry Martz will be in with the latest forecast as we're tracking this nice fall-like weather. So until then, you can catch more news and weather online at 10tv.com.